Hi there, students. It's Mrs. Sheen. Welcome to week 15. We are close, very, very close to the end of the course. There are just a few assignments this week, and that's great news because it means it gives you extra time to prepare for your final. Remember, the final will open next Monday, April 29th, and it will close on May 10th. I'm just going to write 5 for May. Okay, it closes on May 10th. So you have time starting next Monday. You've got a 2-week window to take your exam. So this is a great week now to prepare for that exam. You can study using the study points that I've given you. You can also complete unfinished assignments. You can go back and look at the feedback that you've been given on summaries, vocabulary assignments, other assignments. That will help you to be well prepared for the exam. So this week 15, while we have fewer actual assignments, it's a really important week to prep for the exam. Okay, so let's have a look at what you have to complete this week. First is your quiz here. It's combined reading skills. You're going to go to 10 steps, chapter 11, complete alternate mastery test 3 and alternate mastery test 4. Okay, make sure you don't skip those because again, it's 16 points and you need all those points to help you with your average. Remember, students, 75% or higher average and on exams to pass this course. Okay, the giver. This is your final discussion with the giver. It's amazing, isn't it? So you are going to choose 2 questions. Okay, there's 4 of them here. Choose 2. And you're going to choose basically, let me show you here. Let me erase this. You need to choose either A or B and C or D. So you need to choose one of these and one of these. Okay, then make sure when you type your post that you put that in the subject line so people know. Notice too that you need to write 5 to 7 sentences this time. Okay, you have just 2 questions to answer, but 5 to 7 sentences for each one. And then you're going to reply to 2 classmates. So that's going to help you to wrap up your thinking about the giver, talk about it with your classmates, talk about how you felt about the book, right? And it'll be a good experience for you. All right, your last assignment is the final summary. Now, it's really important, students, that you go back to last week and make sure that you've completed the summary 15.2. Okay, so what you did, remember, was you wrote a summary and then you gave feedback to your classmates about their summaries. Okay, and that feedback is really important. It's really important because this week you are going to submit a revision of your summary based on your classmates' feedback. Okay, so that means you're going to go back and read what your classmates said, and you're going to make your summary better based on their feedback. And notice this, add a note explaining how you've revised the summary based on your classmates' feedback. So you're sending me a little note saying, hey, Mrs. Sheen, you know, my classmate told me this, so I changed this. Or my classmate told me this, and I did this. Or I didn't agree, I agreed, and I fixed this. Whatever it is. But this week, you're submitting the summary for me to grade. okay? And it's worth 50 points. But it has to have both parts. It's got to have the summary, well written, and an explanation to me of how you made your revisions. This assignment is really important, okay? And it's going to take you a little time. So first things first, go back to last week, make sure you completed it. Make sure you've received feedback from your classmates, and then submit your summary. If you have any questions about this assignment at all, just feel free to email me during the week and I'll be happy to help you, okay? So, those are the items that you have to work on this week. And obviously, the summary is the most time consuming one. I would recommend completing these first two early in the week and allowing yourself to work on the summary through the week and submit it toward the end of the week. So, final note, students. As I mentioned earlier, the exam is going to open on April 29th. I generally don't recommend that you take it exactly on April 29th unless you're completely, absolutely sure that you are ready for the test. Or if that's absolutely the only day that you can take the test. Because you're going to want to make sure that I've looked at all your assignments, graded them before you take the test, because you want to look at my feedback. So, for example, if you don't submit this summary until Sunday the 28th, you may need to wait a day or two to see my comments on that. Okay? If you are planning to take the exam on April 29th exactly, I would appreciate it if you'd email me, because then I can make sure to get your work, any submitted work, graded to me as soon as possible as well. Okay, but remember, you have all the way until the 10th. Now, the 10th is the very last day. There's no option. After that, everything closes down. Nova Online that's their official end date. So I cannot change anything after that date. Also, keep in mind that there's only one Saturday in between these days, and that is May. Let me check my calendar again, because last time I got it wrong. It's May 4th. That's the only Saturday. So, again, like I've said the last 2 weeks, be sure you check your testing center schedule, to check your own schedule. Give yourself a total of 3 hours. Okay? You will be allowed 2.5 hours for the test itself. Okay? But give yourself 3 hours so you have time to park your car, go to the testing center, present your ID, take a deep breath, feel relaxed. Okay? So make sure that you plan well so you don't feel the stress, okay, of the test. So that's all the information I have for week 15. I hope that you will contact me if you have any questions, and I'm here for you. I'll be grading this week, and I will be very happy to see what you guys do for me, and I'm really pleased with your progress. I hope you are. I hope that if you have any problems or questions, that you'll let me know, and let's have a terrific week. Talk to you soon.